Good day, respected judges, distinguished teachers with their opponents, my amazing audience. Imagine this. A bus driver is speeding towards a broken bridge. You see it, everyone else doesn't. Do you politely wait for him to finish his journey, or do you shout immediately? The single question defines today's debate. My name is Anjola Adebayo, a Jesus student of Glorious Model College, and I proudly stand to support the notion that it is good to interrupt a person when you disagree with their speech. Because sometimes silence is not maturity, silence is danger. Permit me to buttress this position with the following cogent points. First, interruption prevents misinformation from spreading. To begin with, interruption acts as a fire extinguisher in conversations. If someone is spreading false information and we quietly wait until they finish, the damage may already be done. Lies like wildfire spread faster than truth. Imagine a student telling a class that drinking bleach cures malaria. Would you fold your hands and wait for him to conclude? Of course not. We interrupt immediately. Therefore, interruption becomes a tool for protection. In other words, it stops errors before it multiplies. 2. Interrupting saves time and increases clarity. Furthermore, interruption prevents unnecessary waste of time. If someone is building an argument on the wrong foundation, letting them speak endlessly is like allowing a Martian to build a house on sand. The longer the talk, the deeper the confusion. By interrupting early, we correct direction early. Just like telling a driver he has missed his turn instead of letting him drive 10 kilometers further. Hence, interruption is efficiency in action. 3. Interrupting promotes active thinking, not passive listening. Moreover, healthier interaction shows engagement. When we interrupt respectfully, we demonstrate that we are listening critically, not merely nodding like dashboard doors. Debate is not a bedtime story, it's a battlefield of ideas. Interrupting when necessary puts mental alertness. It turns communication into interaction rather than monologue. Thus, interruption keeps discussions alive and intelligent. 4. Interrupting prevents emotional manipulation. In addition, interruption protects people from being emotionally hijacked. Some speakers deliberately use long speeches to hypnotize listeners, manipulate feelings, or push biased narratives. Think of a magician distracting your eyes while performing tricks. Interrupting breaks the spell. It gives the audience a chance to breathe, reflect, and question. Therefore, interrupting becomes a shield against persuasion without reasoning. 5. Interrupting teaches courage and confidence. Equally important, interruption builds boldness. Students who never interrupt grow into adults who cannot speak up against injustice. When we encourage respectful interruption, we train young minds to challenge authority when necessary and defend the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. A society that cannot interrupt wrong voices becomes a society controlled by loud ones. So, interruption breeds courageous citizens. 6. Interrupting prevents irreversible consequences. Additionally, interruption can stop irreversible mistakes. If a teacher is about to mark wrong answers correct, should students remain silent? If a referee misses a foul, should players keep quiet? Interrupting at the right time can change outcomes, just like stopping a falling child before injury. Some moments cannot be rewound, hence, interruption becomes rescue. 7. Interrupting sharpens collective intelligence. Moving forward, interruption improves group reasoning. When ideas clash early, better ideas emerge faster. Diamonds are formed through pressure. Likewise, truth is refined through interruption. Every great discovery in Israel began by someone interrupting accepted thinking. Therefore, interruption strengthens collective wisdom. 8. Interrupting reflects respect for truth, not disrespect for people. Finally, interruption is not rudeness. Tone determines that. We interrupt traffic lights every day by stopping cars, yet nobody calls the light rude. Why? Because safety matters more than flow. Similarly, Interrupting speech when we disagree shows respect for truth over comfort. It says, I value correctness more than convenience. That is maturity. In conclusion, judges and listeners, interruption is no noise. It's a necessary pause. It's the courage to say, wait, something is wrong. It prevents misinformation. It saves time. It encourages critical thinking. It blocks manipulation. It builds confidence. It prevents disasters. It sharpens intelligence. And above all, it honors the truth. So the next time someone tells us interruption is bad, remind them, if nobody interrupted wrong ideas, the world would still believe the earth is flat. Once again, I'm Anjola of Glorious Eye Model College, and I firmly uphold the motion again that it is good to interrupt the person when you disagree with their speech. Thank you.